Welcome to Final Whistle Football News, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment. Myles Lewis-Skelly axed from England squad versus Serbia. Despite starting last match, Thomas Tuchel has named his England squad for the World Cup qualifier in Serbia on Tuesday evening, with Arsenal fullback Myles Lewis-Skelly missing out. Thomas Tuchel has omitted Arsenal's Myles Lewis-Skelly from the England squad for tonight's match against Serbia. Despite playing the full 90 minutes in Saturday's 2-0 victory over Andorra at Villa Park, the 18-year-old fullback has been left out of the 23-man squad travelling to Belgrade. Lewis-Skelly has made 2 substitute appearances for Arsenal this season in victories over Manchester United and Leeds United, and has previously started 4 out of 5 games under Tuchel's management of the Three Lions. Reece James, who played as a right-back on Saturday, can switch to the left, while Tuchel could also utilise Newcastle's Tino Livramento, Aston Villa defender Ezri Konsa or Tottenham's Jed Spence, who is in the squad for the first time. For the position, England have won all 4 of their World Cup qualification matches so far without conceding a goal, but have attracted criticism for their performances from fans. Following the weekend win over Andorra, who England narrowly beat 1-0 in Barcelona. In June, Tuchel defended his team's attacking display, instead focusing on the lackluster crowd. "It's a very different crowd to the Premier League and we know it," he said. "I think the energy was right, the quality was there and we should have scored more. After the first goal, we had 10 or 15 minutes with too many ball losses. It's a very different crowd to the Premier League and we know it," he said. "I think the energy was right, the quality was there and we should have scored more. After the first goal, we had 10 or 15 minutes with too many ball losses. We lost a bit of focus and concentration, but second half, found it again and created a lot of chances and like I said, should have scored more. I think we missed a little bit the little moments to accelerate the game. We should have scored maybe the second one earlier because the second goal gave us a lot of freedom and players moved more freely and a bit more confident." Speaking about the upcoming match in Serbia, he added, "The group played with the exact same attitude that they trained and I'm glad for the players. We will prove the point now in Belgrade. We're going to learn a lot from next Tuesday night. We're ready for it, we know what's coming. It's a difficult away game but it's a crucial game for us because we can make a huge step into the qualification and we're well aware of it. Same system, totally different quality, totally different style of play, a much more physical away game, so we will be prepared. We have Sunday and Monday to prepare, to travel and we will be ready." My second news is Toni Kroos thinks Southampton have signed a great talent for £10 million, but he's not happy. It is probably safe to assume that few Southampton fans expected to see their beloved championship promotion chasers get a grilling from none other than Real Madrid and Germany icon Toni Kroos following the close of the window, but, having rated German football over the summer, the 2014 World Cup winner has kept a very close eye on recent developments at St Mary's. No fewer than 4 of Southampton's 9 signings so far under will still arrive from either the Bundesliga or the Bundesliga SV. Joshua Qureshi brought his outstanding athletic ability to St Mary's when joining from Hoffenheim. Damian Downs, their £7 million centre-forward, arrived after firing Köln to promotion. Leo Cienza could be an exceptional addition too. A fine set-piece taker who may potentially take James Ward-Prowse's crown. But when it was put to Toni Kroos that Kasper Jander had joined from Nuremberg for just over £10 million, one of Germany's finest ever footballing exports made no attempt to hide his disappointment. Toni Kroos frustrated by Southampton signing Germany under 21 ace Kasper Jander. As far as Kroos is concerned, leaving the German second division for its English equivalent is a bit of a sideways step. He's from the 2. Bundesliga, from Nuremberg. He's 22. What's the next step? For me, that's not Southampton in the championship, the 6-time Champions League winner said on the Einfach Mal Luppen podcast. How many have gone there, to the English second tier, and never been heard from again? Jander is a very great German talent. The transfer annoys me, off purely from a sporting and personal perspective. Of course, he has a good contract there. But then I say, play another 6 months in Nuremberg, wait for the option to maybe move to the Bundesliga in the winter and take the next step. But going to the second division in England is really only something you do because of the contract and the money, and I don't understand that at that age. Johannes Spors claims Jander chose Saints over Premier League clubs. This is not the first time Kroos has taken an issue with a transfer he deems to be motivated by money. Gabri Veiga, once the bright young hope of Celta Vigo, moved to Saudi Arabia at a time when Newcastle United and Liverpool were reportedly showing an interest, though, while Veiga himself would probably have to admit this was a transfer made with his bank balance in mind. Jander insists that he jumped at the chance to sign for Southampton partly because of their Premier League ambitions and their track record of developing young talent. It's really amazing. When I heard that Southampton wanted me, I was so interested in coming here. I'm really happy to be here, Jander told the club's official website. Southampton is such a big club with so much tradition and so many big players played here. Our third news is Liverpool star shows his true colours as ex-teammate announces retirement. Jom Domenech, who played alongside Liverpool goalkeeper Mamardashvili at Valencia, has announced his retirement in order to spend more time with his daughter. Georgi Mamardashvili has extended his heartfelt wishes to Jom Domenech following the latter's retirement announcement. Domenech, a former teammate of new Liverpool goalkeeper Mamardashvili at Valencia, has decided to hang up his boots at 34 to devote more time to his daughter, who is battling health problems. Domenech, who made 122 appearances for Valencia and worked closely with Mamardashvili, the club's first-choice keeper for 4 years, announced his retirement on Instagram that he wrote, "Today, I want to share a deeply considered decision with all of you. I have decided to end my career as a professional football player. First, I believe it's only right to thank all the clubs that contacted me this summer and formally showed their interest in having me be a part of their projects, and for their patience in waiting for me to make a final decision. Football is my life, my passion, but things don't always happen the way you'd like. I am hanging up my boots due to a health situation with one of my loved ones. My heart and the values that have shaped me as a person tell me that I need to be by their side. I feel that I must be close to my family now, not far away." Mamardashvili, who moved from Valencia to Liverpool this summer, still maintains strong ties with his former club. Domenech further stated, "The journey as a professional footballer has been thrilling and ends today for a greater cause, but I also want to say that I am not saying goodbye to football. I am simply closing one chapter to open another. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your love and understanding." Mamardashvili responded, "You are an example to everyone, João. Best of luck." Former Valencia and Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Carlos Soler penned, "Those of us who have shared the locker room with you know everything. We love you very much, friend. This new stage is going to be spectacular, I'm sure. Thank you for everything." Domenech elaborated on his decision in a subsequent interview. "It's a matter of my daughter," he revealed on VCF Media Radio. "Since she was born, she has had a health situation that has evolved very well, and in recent years, with my injuries, I haven't had the participation I would have liked on the field. As a family, we considered playing a year away from home. But during the summer, a particular situation arose with my daughter, and then it didn't make sense to live an experience away from them. I'm a father who likes to be with his family, and I thought it was the right moment to stop and take care of my own. It's a situation that has come to me now, and it must be faced with responsibility and willingness." Our last news is Andre Onana makes another error as £47 million Man United flop near surprise loan move. Andre Onana made yet another mistake as his Cameroon side slumped to a 1-0 defeat against Cape Verde on Tuesday. The Manchester United goalkeeper has endured a torrid 2 or so years since he joined the Premier League in a deal worth around £47 million from Inter Milan in the summer of 2023. That he's made a plethora of errors under both of Erik ten Hag and Ruben Amorim, with perhaps his worst performance coming in what now seems to have been his last for United in a disaster at Grimsby Town last month. Onana now looks set to leave Old Trafford in the coming days, with the Cameroonian agreeing a move to Turkish Super League side Trabzonspor on a season-long loan. But he'll join his new side likely low on confidence after making another mistake while on international duty this week. Onana was part of a Cameroon side including Brian Mbeumo and Carlos Baliba which travelled to Cape Verde for a decisive top versus second World Cup qualifier on Tuesday. However, a blunder from the struggling shot-stopper ultimately cost the African side the chance to all but secure their place in next summer's North American World Cup. The error came in the 37th minute when Cape Verde striker Rocha Livramento shrugged a Cameroonian midfielder off the ball before driving through the heart of their defence. The incredible run eventually left him one-on-one with Onana who, after strangely deciding to stay on his line, dived out of the way as Livramento fired a side-footed effort into the back of the net. Cape Verde's victory saw them seal their place in a World Cup for the first time in their history. The loss could now see Cameroon, positioned in second place, have to compete in a playoff to earn their place at the competition. With documents signed and fees agreed, Onana's move to Turkey is expected to be announced imminently. The 29-year-old has incredibly doubled his salary by agreeing to join the club and will travel to Turkey on Thursday from Africa. United will not receive a loan fee and there is no option for the Turkish club to sign Onana permanently when it runs out on June 30. Onana's future at Old Trafford has been in doubt all summer after United pursued a new goalkeeper before signing Sen Lammens from Antwerp in a £21.7 million deal last week, despite assertions from sources close to United and the player that Onana would stay. The Cameroon international is believed to have been told that the club would not stand in his way if he wanted to seek a move. Contact was made with Trabzonspor who were in the process of selling their keeper Yugurkan Kakir to Galatasaray, and a loan deal for Onana has progressed quickly ahead of the transfer window closing there on Friday. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Final Whistle Football News, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumor.